Alex Melanowski, Kaylee Bagden, Rachel Wanook, Walter Ellsworth, Anna Gardner, Ryan Lovelace, Paige Brink, Ruth Reichert, Rachel Germain, Vanessa Colangelo, Aidan Holbrook, Morgan Edwards, Holden Decker, Haley McElhenney, Skylar Armour, Rachel Ball, Samuel Barnes, Ayla Bishop, Alexis Biss, Alexander Bott, Russell Cook, Taylor Coughlin, Tricity Denton, Kenneth DeRitter, Madison Dupree, Hunter Gould, Brandon Groupie, Kenneth Hay, Hannah Hoffman, Roman Huff, Joshua Jankowski, Michaela Keefe, Nicholas Keller, Adam Kent, Colby Keft, Alexandra Knizik, Courtney Kohler, Kimberly LaCierce, Jaron Laux, Kimberly Martin, Michelle McCrae, Victoria Mello, Sierra Morris, Michaela Neer, Damian Novak, Jacqueline Pukulis, Haley Raylinsky, Nicholas Renner, Leanne Rizuzek, Gabrielle Sheeran, Carson Scribner, Carter Scribner, Garrett Shippey, Jake Sicard, Jade Cicluna, Gabrielle Signor, Adam Smith, Peter Stewart, Anna Tarashuk, Victoria Trifoletti, Nathan Urban, Leah Wilbrand. In a world where senior spring was dominated by Clorox wipes, toilet paper, and hand sanitizer, a group of 62 seniors left school on a Thursday in March, never to return again. Some lesser students might have given up, but that's not the Gal way. Instead, this band of seniors wrote their own history and embarked upon a new type of school, where you could stay in your jammies for 12 hours straight, where kitchens were transformed into physics classrooms, where Google Meets took the place of classroom notes, where broadband coverage was more important than having a locker in the 400 hallway, where gold ruled over the blue in a virtual field day, and instead of going to the principal's office, he came to your house. But this gang from Galway held it together and are now ready to graduate. So it's time now to celebrate this flock of golden eagles who fly now to the ozoner to close one door but open another into a bright future, in the only way that Governor Cuomo will allow us to, at the drive-in. So grab your popcorn and get ready to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. Which way? Galway. 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Walter Ellsworth. Will you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Walter. Good evening. My name is Michael Miller, and I am the principal of the Galway Junior Senior High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, teachers, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to the Ozoner Drive-In as we celebrate the class of 2020 commencement ceremony. For the first time ever in a drive-in movie theater. So tonight, our seniors are the stars. Before we begin our ceremony tonight, I would like to acknowledge the amazing, talented, and dedicated faculty and staff of the Galway Central School District. Please join me in thanking our teachers, administrators, guidance counselors, coaches, teachers' aides, cafeteria workers, custodial maintenance staff, secretaries, school nurses, and bus drivers, all of whom have helped to make a difference in the lives of our graduates. They were able to rise to the challenge of online instruction and everything that came with this pandemic. They made sure that our students were supported throughout the year and worked hard to get us all connected in some form or another. Let's hear those horns and honor our Galway Central School District families. Just as an important group to acknowledge is the families of our graduates who are joined with us this evening. No one gets to this event alone. It is the collaborative effort of your family and friends that have guided you to this special day. Never has there been a time when that statement is more true. Without homes being transformed into classrooms, our students would not be here today. Therefore, I would ask the class of 2020 to reach out to their families. If they're in the car with you right now, thank them. If they're not, honk that horn or send them a text to show them your thanks for all their commitment, support, friendship, and most importantly, love. The final group to acknowledge and thank are our graduates themselves. Your talents are endless and leave our community in awe. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed everything in society. We all know the difficulties that we have had to endure, but this does not define you. This is only a chapter in your life. The lessons that you have learned from this experience will make you stronger and will make you wiser. But you will not be defined by this. You have conquered these challenges, and you are ready for the challenges that remain ahead of you. Among you are scholars, athletes, artists, musicians, community servants, and loyal individuals committed to all facets of their hometown. You've had a special 13 years here at Galway, and the bonds that you have created are unique and everlasting. You have left your mark on Galway, and I have enjoyed being with you on this journey as we have completed your high school career together, as I started my journey with you when you were freshmen. I've always admired your kindness to others, your spirit, your love of life, and even your sense of humor. With all that you've endured throughout your high school career, from construction to COVID, you took it in strides, from parking at the track to moving your classrooms all over the place, to random hallway closings, and even participating in the longest ever senior skip 1/4.5. You never let the situation define you, but rather always looked to your better angels and made the best of the situation. For that, we at Galway are forever grateful, and we will never forget the sacrifices that you have made. May you take your flexibility, patience, resiliency, tenacity, passion, and understanding into this challenging world and shape it for the better, always being able to overcome anything that is in front of you. Not only do eagles rise above the storms, they survive them and thrive after the storm is over. As you move on from high school, whether you're going to college, the armed service, or the workforce, I want you to remember to take chances and to not be afraid of failure. As President Lincoln said, quote, "My greatest concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with failure," unquote. We have all failed. We will all fail again. But with the foundation you have been given here at Galway, you will be able to face failure head on, learn from it, and become stronger. As you go out to spread your wings, remember the memories you have made, the lessons that you have learned, the friendships that you have cultivated, so that you may go forth with your head held high, living each day to your fullest potential. Appreciate the little things. Celebrate the milestones. Call home often. Go out and make a difference. And remember that you are forever a golden eagle. We are so proud of who you are today and who you will become. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce at this time the Salutatorian for the class of 2020, Kaylee Bagden.
Hello, everyone. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Kaylee Bagden, and I am Salutatorian of Galway's class of 2020. I am so grateful to be speaking with you all today at the first and hopefully last Galway driving graduation. Our senior year has been like no other, and we have undergone challenges that no other class has had to face in modern history. We packed our bags for a long weekend on Thursday, March 12th, filling them with agendas, books, and binders, only to realize we would never set foot inside those hallways with our classmates again. Classrooms would soon be replaced with Google Meets, pens with keyboards, and smiling faces for hundreds of pixels on a screen. I recall on that Thursday, during 6th and 7th period, my teacher, Mr. Darlington, allowed us to have a break from taking notes and discuss the oncoming pandemic. Words and ideas flew around the classroom. Will school close down if there's a case near here? What if the city shuts down? How will that impact upstate? If we do shut down, it'll only be for a couple weeks, right? Of course, we were all scared of the unknown, of what the future had in store for us. But none of us truly believed it could happen to our little town. We felt protected, even isolated. But no one could have predicted what came next. 110 days later, we find ourselves here, sitting in our cars and trucks, and look and find faces of our loved ones by our sides. These smiling faces have brought us strength, support, and guidance, not only during the hardships of the pandemic, but throughout our whole lives. They were the ones that put us on the bus in the mornings, cleaned our scraped knees when we fell, and kissed us goodbye when they tucked us in at night. They are our parents, our grandparents, our aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, and close friends. Through thick and thin, our loved ones have stood by our side and have encouraged us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. As I stand here today, the names of so many of my loved ones flash through my mind, and I would be here all day if I attempted to name each and every one of them. However, they each deserve so much recognition and love, because without them, I would not be the young woman you see standing on this stage today. To my parents, who dealt with all the long nights filled with caffeine-fueled perfectionism, thank you for embracing my craziness and allowing me to blossom into my own person. You did not pave the path so I could walk easy upon it, but instead led me forward my own trail and picked me up and brushed me off when I fell. Thank you, Dad, for never letting me win the races when I was a toddler, making me strive to be better than I was the day before, and showing me that the only way to get things done is through hard work. I watched you wake up early and go to the farm, and then come back home and go back to work even before I got on the bus in the morning. Then you would only return home from work to go back to the farm, and this happened for years. You never complained and always taught me the importance of hard work by example. To my mom, Thank you for always being there when I needed someone to talk to and also being a role model for me. You had been in school for as long as I can remember, and last year, on field day, I watched you walk across your own graduation stage and receive your PhD. No matter the struggles you were facing in your own life, you always made time to ask how my friends were, how my classes were going, and quiz me using the flashcards I had made. Not many people can say their mother is a teacher, a nurse, a wife, a mom, and a doctor, but I am one of the few, and I am so blessed to have you as a role model. To my grandmother, thank you for always being my rock and my best friend. For years, I would get off the bus at the farm and run upstairs, throwing my backpack on the rocking chair and plopping down at the kitchen table. After a multitude of conversations spanning from God to politics to watercolor paints and berry picking and barn kittens, we would settle down to a mug of hot tea and fresh-baked cookies and simply enjoy each other's presence. You taught me what it meant to be genuinely in love with life, and what it meant to believe in God, even at times where the world had turned its back on me. To one of my closest cousins, Sam. For years, I looked up to you and admired your intelligence and hoped to be half as smart as you were one day. I recall sitting and eating a slice of pizza with you one Saturday night, watching you scratch out on a ripped napkin how to code a computer to beat a specific game. Watching you scratch out on a ripped napkin, all these words and phrases, it of course confused me beyond belief, but it made me excited to be as passionate as you were about something one day. Watching you grow up and go on to RIT was beautiful and excited me to begin my next phase in life. Almost 2 years ago today, I found out about your car accident and prepared myself for the long journey you had had ahead of you. I cried alongside all of our family members for months, but slowly we began to see the you we always knew emerge. A few months later, I visited you in the hospital and cried because you blinked twice to confirm you knew who I was. That was the only question I remember asking at the time, because you were too physically drained from that and fell asleep soon after. A few weeks ago, you not only brushed your own teeth, walked across the kitchen on your own, and grinned from ear to ear for photographs, but you never stopped trying. Each and every day, you never gave up. So many times I wanted to give up on myself. I asked myself, is it worth it? Is this really worth it? Were all those sleepless nights, caffeine-filled mornings, and tear-stained notes worth it? And then I remember where I came from and who sculpted me into the person I am today. I come from a family filled with people who never give up, always work hard, and always want to be better than they were the day before. I encourage you to look around and see where you, those of you who are graduating today, came from. Thank the loved ones around you for all that they have done to make you who you are today. Life is not easy, as this pandemic has definitely shown us, but with your loved ones by your side, nothing is impossible. This new page in your life, whether it be the workforce, military, or a job, will be scary and will not be easy. You will meet new people, travel to new places, and learn so many new things. The safety net of returning to the same 62 classmates you've had since preschool will have disappeared. But as you go on and start the next chapter in your life, whether it be hundreds of miles away or just next door, remember that you are never alone and always carry with you what your loved ones have given you. No mountain has to be scaled alone. You carry their smiles, their love, their spirit, and their sense of never giving up with you wherever you go. So never forget that. To the class of 2020, I wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors and want you to remember that if you shoot for the moon and miss, you'll land among the stars. I will never forget the memories I have made with each and every one of you, and I know you will each go far in life. Congratulations on this monumental milestone achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. Providing some wit and wisdom from the history of the class of 2020, please welcome class historian Morgan Edwards and Class Secretary Rachel Winook.
I think it is safe to say that High School Musical did not prepare us for what high school was actually about, including our senior year. I am glad that High School Musical was wrong, because otherwise Galway would be just another high school, but instead it is a community, a family. This family started growing from even before we had started school, then the first year of school, then some members were sprinkled in throughout the years. We have shared losses and wins, successes and failures, celebrations, moments of pure happiness, moments of frustration, and everything in between. Today is a celebration of everything we have accomplished over the course of 13 years. Some of us are continuing our education through colleges and universities. Others are headed straight towards the workforce. Today is also a celebration of our perseverance through a difficult time in the world. From a pandemic to riots with everything in between, we never allowed the following obstacles to break down our spirits. You never know the true character of something or someone until you are put into a high-stress situation. I think we can all agree the past 3 months have been nothing but high stress. Galway's character shone through the midst of all the chaos, from our principal and athletic director dropping off signs at all the seniors' houses, our class advisor planning out a whole week filled with activities to honor us, the teachers who never failed to check up on their students to make sure they were okay, and GTV, who brought a little humor to our daily lives. Galway gave us more than just an education. It taught us compassion, the meaning of hard work, that we can be or do anything. It gave us a support system and a family. I do not know what the future holds for any of us, but I do know that the world needs to watch out because the class of 2020 is going to leave a mark.
Hello, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all gathered here one more time before we begin the journey into each of our own separate futures. I'm here before you now to recognize those whose influence is oftentimes taken for granted, and those who unknowingly brighten the paths of people they come across. Endless thanks go out to the individuals who made our journey to this very day possible. Each of our stories are a manifestation of the people and experiences surrounding us on any given day. They shape us into who we've become so far and the people we will become in the future. The graduates in the Galway class of 2020 express such gratitude to those who have made an impact on our journey. It's the teachers, advisors, faculty, staff, family, and friends that each represent a piece to the puzzle of our lives. To the unseen heroes, we say thank you. We are so grateful for all you've done to bring us to this moment. In times like this, it is crucial to have these people surrounding us. When faced with hardship, many lose sight of all the good in the world, opting to loathe their situation rather than embrace it. But challenges such as these are what also bring out the very best in people, I believe. It allows an opportunity for people to prove they care for one another, while also challenging them to make the most of their circumstances. Mr. Miller, Miss Britt, Mrs. Donovan, and everyone else who played a vital role in this graduation process, we would like to say thank you. Your level of determination and care is unmatched, and know that all of your time and effort has not gone unnoticed. It is both reassuring and heartwarming to be in a community such as this, with people who genuinely care to see us succeed. Each of you truly wish for the graduates of 2020 to finish our high school career on a high note, and all of your work leading to this point has surely made your wishes and ours into a reality. For that, we thank you. I now would like to give a very, very special thanks to Ms. Leonardo, our class advisor. She has been with us through it all. You've been guiding us since September 8th, 2016, the very first day of our freshman year, up until this very moment. You led us through the twists and turns of high school with helping hands and a warm smile. I remember how daunting it all seemed at the beginning, thinking we had so much time before we reached things like prom, the senior trip, and now graduation. Miss Leo was there through the late night dances and early morning basketball games where we'd sell concessions. She even let us take over her room during the fall of our sophomore year when we had to create this massive and messy papier-mâché tree for our homecoming float. She listened to our interesting remix of Frosty the Snowman during the winter pep rally and was ecstatic about it all. Miss Leo was so supportive and caring and willing to let us speak our mind and try new things throughout these 4 years. Without her, our look back on high school just wouldn't be the same. As I was sifting back through our old class agendas when writing this speech, I found something I'd completely forgotten about. November 14th, 2017. I noticed at the bottom of the entry, in capital letters, I'd written, "Miss Leonardo is pregnant," with approximately 1,000 exclamation points following it, give or take. I bring this up because I think this was a pretty incredible aspect of each of our journeys through the past 4 years. Both the class of 2020 and Miss Leo bared witness to life-changing experiences simultaneously. Life is always happening, no matter what point you're at, and it was pretty interesting to see just how much our changing lives intertwined with one another. Her son's first birthday just so happened to fall on May 18th, which also just so happened to be the day of our junior prom. Happy belated birthday, Ezra. Long story short, she was present when Mr. Kervin boogied his heart out to the dancing queen that night. She was able to spend valuable time with her family during the day to celebrate such an important milestone, and also managed to be with us during an important part of our high school career as well. To sum all this up, you are incredible, and thank you. Life would be a lot different had you not decided to take on the role of advising those young and awkward freshmen all those years ago. But look where we are now. We've made it. So, cheers to a new beginning and quite an unforgettable ending. From your kids, we say thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Morgan and Rachel. The class of 2020 donation will now be presented by Vice President Aiden Holbrook.
Good evening. I'm Aiden Holbrook. If I'm being honest, Kelly Clarkson said it best. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And especially during these times, the message rings true. The circumstances surrounding the finale of our final year in these halls were troubling. And it's hard to accept what we went through, all the fingers we pointed, and all the blame we placed on the government and, unfortunately, the school and administration. The one thing that we need to remember is that it didn't kill us, and in fact, it did make us stronger. We still did all our work at home. We attended weekly class meetings, which only made us crave human contact even more. But the real people that got stronger were our teachers and administration. I would like to thank teachers and administration for going outside their personal comfort zones and trying their hardest to learn how to work Google Meets and Hangouts. I know that my Friday morning Spanish meet with Senora Peters was a highlight of my day. But the one person who glued everything together was Mr. Miller. I don't know how many of you know this, but we're the first class at Galway that he saw all the way through high school. I remember the first time he came up to my table and stirred up conversation. It was the second week of school, and I was wearing a Josh Donaldson Toronto Blue Jays jersey. Now it only seemed like the perfect opportunity for Mr. Miller to come and show his interest to a table full of guys who knew a lot about baseball. Mr. Miller inquired about my jersey and started to tell us how he's a diehard Yankee fan, and that he knew everything about the ball club. I mean, everything. He even has a reason why the Yankees are the greatest baseball team of all time, but we all know that's because they have 27 World Series titles. Red Sox fans, just accept it. Anyway, Mr. Miller would periodically visit our lunch table for years, and this year he talked to us nearly every day. We talked about everything, from climate change, the best ways to remember your important dates of history, to Star Wars. And no, Mr. Miller, no matter what you say, Rey is not a Skywalker. If you don't believe me, ask my best friends, Ken, Nate, and Walter. How many times did he come to the table to yell at Dylan and Ben and Sam for harassing the table of girls next to us, and end up being wrapped up in our silly conversations? Over the course of these 4 years, he's dished out some tough love, but that's only because he tries his hardest to show us that we can all be our best selves, if we push ourselves. He's a huge proponent of perseverance. This was on display during this quarantine period. No matter what he faced, he had a solution. We needed to contact the student body. He once had 50 of us in a Google Meet at one time. Needed a fix for graduation? Well, you all know how that went. Mr. Miller had the ability to take a rough situation and always flip it on its head. So thank you for Mr. Miller for showing us that what doesn't kill you really does make you stronger. So now on to the main event, although the undercard was a good one. Our class is grateful for the time spent here, so as tradition dictates, we have a few gifts to present. The first is a plaque. On this plaque is every graduating student of the class of 2020. Like I said earlier, we're the first class that Mr. Miller saw all the way through high school, from freshman year to right now. This plaque will be somewhere where anyone can see the class of COVID-19. Is that really what we're calling ourselves? Anyway, the plaque is something that will immortalize us, where anyone can look and say, oh my goodness, do you guys remember Alex Malinowski? Oh yeah, he starred in every GTV commercial from 2016 to 2019. Additionally, this plaque is something that we can look back on, something that when we return to visit, we all read and see the people that we graduated with. Our next gift are 2 benches that were designed by Kaylee Bagden and Ruth Reichert. We decided to split up the design between 2 people, kind of to show the individuality and different types of people that are in our high school. Much like the bench table that is out on the front lawn near the sign. Our class advisor, Miss Leonardo, or Leo to us, had the ability to unite all of us. Whether you were into art or music or were just an athlete, she brought everyone together for varieties of activities. Without Leo, we wouldn't have been able to do the things that we've done. She works in the middle school, so she would give us the heads up when the kids wanted to dance or a fun night. Our final gift is a donation to Galway's first responders. In a small area like this, it's not hard for everyone to know everyone else. The first responders are our classmates' mothers, fathers, aunts, and uncles, and everyone knows them. The current circumstances are an even better reason to choose the first responders. Although they wouldn't necessarily be encountering people with COVID-19, their line of work definitely puts them in that position. I would once again like to thank teachers and administration for helping us through a hard time like this. Without you guys, it wouldn't have gone well. I'd like to thank Mr. Darlington, Mr. Giacaruso, and Mr. Mal for always making classroom environments enjoyable our senior year and years of the past. To friends and family who supported each and every one of us to get to this point, and to each other. After all, this year was about us, and we seized our moment. Sure, we didn't get to win field day, or crash the juniors' prom, or even make Mr. Miller have a heart attack after a senior prank. Wait, never mind, that actually happened. Don't let the moments in the last 3 months define us. We make our own history. We break the mold. We are us and not the categories we're put into. Heed the words of Kelly Clarkson. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It may seem cliche, but we all made it out of our senior year, and we're only looking ahead. It's a new beginning in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden. And on behalf of the Galway Junior Senior High School, thank you and the class of 2020 for your kind donation. It truly represents your heartfelt, caring nature that has always defined your class. It is now my great honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Alex Malinowski.
Good evening, everyone. I never envisioned a mask would be part of my graduation wardrobe, or that we'd be at the drive-in graduating from our cars. So please silence your cell phones and put on your 3D glasses. My fellow classmates and I never thought in a million years we'd miss our spring sports seasons, our prom, our senior trip, or that culminating walk through the school hallways in our caps and gowns. Coronavirus decided to take that away from us. Yet we won't let a few months define who we are. We've made so many lasting memories as a class. Where else can students bounce across the floor in inflatables and teachers kiss pigs during Ag Olympics? Where musical chairs becomes a fight to the death. Where diehard fans, led by their fearless leader, chant, "Which way? Galway," during nail-biting basketball and volleyball games. These events are unique to us, not only as a school, but also as a community. Galway is a tight-knit place to grow up in. A small town where we got to know neighbors, friends, and teachers on a more personal basis. And in times like this, our town is an incredible place to be. Throughout our high school days, we've all dealt with difficult situations, but we were fortunate to be surrounded by people who lifted us up. An English teacher with a Hershey bar who could sense stress a mile away. A math teacher who always made us laugh after a long day of balancing classes and social life. A PE class where a game of dodgeball could relieve our minds of pressing deadlines, and an art room where we could explore our creative side while watching Bob Ross paint happy trees. So many caring staff, friends, and family have been a part of our high school journey. It took an army to raise the seniors graduating here today. While challenging in many ways, these past couple of months can be remembered as a blessing if we change our perspective. We've been given time to reflect on things like school that we took for granted. It's easy to get caught up in the everyday hustle and bustle of life, taking classes, racing off to a sports practice, a school club or job, completing homework, and repeating it all over again the next day. Now that we have time to sit alone with our thoughts, we can stop and appreciate the little things. That morning run to Dunkin' to get your signature French vanilla iced latte with skim milk and less ice. Daily power walks to beat the bell from one end of the building to the other. Burnouts on four-wheelers in the student parking lot after field day. Trips to Storts after school. Or summer drives to Dairy Frost with friends for soft serve as the sun begins to set. Although this year's ending was unexpected, this experience has pushed us to band together as one. Ironically, this unprecedented time reminds me of my favorite television show, The Walking Dead. Even though this is a drama about zombies, it shares a common theme with our current situation. The main characters of this show, as well as all of us here tonight, were called upon to adapt during a time of crisis. I'd like to share this quote from the show. "You don't know what lies ahead for us, what might happen. No one does. We have all these plans for our lives. We've clung to them so hard. For what? No one cares what I have in mind for the future. I'm here to find out what's possible, what none of us can predict. We can't predict what lies ahead, and it's likely we will face uncertain times as we go our separate ways. While each of us will have different next steps in life, it is vital to realize we all came from the same solid foundation, the class of 2020, Eagle Nation. Remember, the past few months have made us stronger and taught us all an important lesson. Life is defined by our choices. When we face adversity, we can choose to lean in or be knocked down. Ask yourself, what mountain am I climbing? What dream am I chasing? And choose to always lean in to any challenges you may encounter along your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. I would now like to welcome senior Kim Martin and Damian Novak, who will lead us in the singing of the Galway Central School alma mater. Thank you, Kim and Damien. It is now my honor to present the graduation awards. The Galway PTSA Valedictorian Award is given to a member of the graduating class who has attained the highest scholastic average for 4 complete years of high school work. This year's recipient, Alex Melanowski. Congratulations, Alex. The Galway PTSA Salutatorian Award is given to the member of the graduating class who has attained the 2nd highest scholastic average for 4 complete years of high school work. This year's recipient, Kaylee Bagden. Congratulations, Kaylee. The Logan P. Whelan Memorial Award is presented to a graduating senior planning to enter a branch of service. A student, like Logan, that is outgoing and has a positive outlook and is always willing to lend a helping hand to others. This year's recipient, Gabrielle Sheeran. Congratulations, Gabby. The Connor Bradshaw Memorial Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who, like Connor, is an average student and is planning to go to college to pursue a degree in the STEM field. This student is also involved in community activities, a friend to everyone, and is always willing to lend a hand. This year's recipient, Carter Scribner. Congratulations, Carter. The Brenda Horseman Memorial Award is presented to a graduating senior who, like Brenda, is outgoing, hardworking, has a passion for animals, and is either involved with 4-H or FFA. This year's recipient, Hannah Hoffman. Congratulations, Hannah. The Jackie Sprague Memorial Award is presented to a Galway High School graduate who, like Jackie, has a love for animals. This year's recipient, Madison Dupree. The Ballston Spa National Bank Scholarship Award is presented to a graduating senior continuing his or her education at a 2-year or 4-year school. The award is based on recognition of academic achievement in math, science, engineering, or business, while demonstrating a commitment to community service. This year's recipient, Walter Ellsworth. Congratulations, Walter. The PTSA Healthcare Profession Award recognizes a student who plans to enter an institution of higher learning to specialize in a field or area related to the healthcare profession. This year's recipient, Ruth Reichert. Congratulations, Ruth. The PTSA Kathy Shaw Memorial Award is presented in loving memory of Kathy Shaw, who in her 23 years as a nursery school teacher here in Galway touched the lives of countless children. This award is presented to a graduating senior who, like Kathy, shows a genuine love for children and will be pursuing a degree in education. This year's recipient, Leah Wilbrand. Congratulations, Leah. The David R. Mello Award goes to a student who recognizes the value of a high school diploma and made the decision to remain in school and graduate. This year's recipient, Adam Smith. Congratulations, Adam. The PTSA Mildred Follett Memorial Award is presented in memory of Miss Follett, who was a kindergarten teacher in our district for many years. This award is presented to the individual who has indicated an interest in working within a school setting with young children. This year's recipient, Rachel Germain. Congratulations, Rachel. The PTSA Bonnie Burton Memorial Award is given in memory of Bonnie Burton, past president of the Galway PTSA and an aide for many years at the Galway Central School District. The award is intended for a graduating senior whose spirit embodies a love of life, reminiscent of Bonnie Burton. This year's recipient, Haley Raylinsky. Congratulations, Haley. The Fulton Montgomery Community College Foundation Scholarship is presented to a senior who has maintained a B average and will be attending FMCC in the fall. This year's recipient, Alexander Bott. Congratulations, Alex. Before I present the next group of awards from the Lion and Lioness Club, I would like to read you a message from Mrs. Donna Soul. Congratulations, class of 2020. I have enjoyed watching all of you from the time you were little till now. Some of you were in my Galway Head Start preschool class. Through the many years, I enjoyed your sports, your concerts, plays, talent show, field days, and also many Galway Youth Commission activities. Follow your dreams and passions and have a kind heart. Keep yourself safe, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for the many memories of the class of 2020. And that is from Donna Soul. Thank you, Donna. The Galway Lioness Club Volunteer Community Service Award. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class for their outstanding volunteerism to the Galway community or outside of the community throughout their high school years. This year's recipient, Alex Melanowski. Mr. Lukasiewicz was a respected principal at the Galway Central School District and a well-loved community member. The Galway School and Community Richard Lukasiewicz Memorial Scholarship is presented to the senior who, like Mr. Lukasiewicz, has a love and appreciation for music and has the ability to lead others. This year's recipient, Peter Stewart. The Sue Lukasiewicz Galway Players Award is presented to a senior making a contribution to theater. This year's recipient, Kimberly Martin. Mr. Lukasiewicz was a former principal at Galway Central School. The Friends of Richard Lukasiewicz at Chuck's Store is presented to the senior who, like Mr. Lukasiewicz, has a passion for others and has demonstrated community service. This student has appreciation for music and has held leadership positions throughout their time in high school. This year's recipient, Ruth Reichert. Congratulations, Ruth. The Galway Teachers Association Scholarship is given to seniors who plan on pursuing any career in the field of education and are invited to apply for a $500 Galway Teachers Association scholarship. To apply, you must submit a 1 to 2 page essay in which you, 1, identify what type of position in the field of education you plan on pursuing and explain why you've chosen that field. 2, identify the age group you want to work with and explain why you wish to work with that group. 3, describe any life experience or circumstance that help you decide to pursue the field of education as a major. 4, describe any personal traits or talents that you believe would help you excel with your students. And finally, 5, identify which college you plan on attending. We have 3 recipients this year. Our first recipient is Paige Brink. Our second recipient is Rachel Germain. And our final recipient is Leah Wilbrand. Congratulations, ladies. The Richard Gray Memorial GTA Scholarship is given to seniors who plan on attending college or a trade school and are invited to apply for the Richard Gray Memorial GTA Scholarship. The amount of this scholarship is $750. The number of scholarships given may vary from year to year. For 38 years, Richard Gray was a Galway educator and coach who persevered in the face of extreme personal adversity. As a result of an accident caused by a drunk driver, Mr. Gray was paralyzed and confined to a wheelchair. He always exhibited dedication to his work, compassion for others, and a positive attitude towards life as he continued to teach and serve his community. To be considered for the Richard Gray Memorial GTA Scholarship, applicants must submit a 1 to 2 page essay in which they, 1, explain at least one event in his or her life that illustrates perseverance in overcoming a serious challenge. 2, explain how he or she, too, has faced adversity while exhibiting dedication to his or her schoolwork, compassion for others, and maintaining a positive attitude towards life. And 3, identify the college or trade school which he or she plans on attending and discuss the field of study to be pursued. This year's recipient, Ayla Bishop. Congratulations, Ayla. The Robert and Mildred Eaton Memorial Award is given by their children in memory of their parents to the student who has shown continuous academic improvement and who has demonstrated an active concern and respect for his or her environment. This year's recipient, Nathan Urban. Congratulations, Nate. The Sharon Rice Memorial Award is presented to a student who has exhibited personal growth during his or her years at Galway, someone who brings out the best in others without looking for any personal glory. A person who, like Mrs. Rice, was non-judgmental to others, a true friend. This year's recipient, Madison Dupree. Congratulations, Madison. The PTSA Knights of Pythias Achievement Award is presented to a senior who is truly an achiever, regardless of class ranking. This year's recipient, Ayla Bishop. Congratulations, Ayla. The Parish Memorial Award are presented to 2 college-bound students who in 4 years of high school have consistently demonstrated the qualities of reliability, service, and diligence, and have reflected a wholesome attitude towards school and scholastic endeavors. This year's recipients are Ruth Reichert and Leah Wilbrandt. Congratulations, ladies. The PTSA School Volunteer Award is presented to the senior who has given his or her time and service to the school. This help is greatly appreciated and needed. This year's recipient, Kaylee Bagden. Congratulations, Kaylee. The PTSA American Scholarship Award is sponsored by the National Association of Secondary School Principals and is presented to a student who displays an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibilities and exhibits a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and community. This year's recipient, Rachel Germain. Congratulations, Rachel. The Spanfelner Scholarship Fund is given to a senior who demonstrates dedication to a community service and academic standing, as suggested in the fund's agreement. This year's recipient, Haley McElhenney. Congratulations, Haley. The James R. Donnan Memorial Award goes to the senior exhibiting the same even-tempered behavior, win or lose, who shows leadership in the whole community, treating all people the same from all walks of life, and who communicates ideas well in a clear and articulate manner. This year's recipient, Rachel Winook. Congratulations, Rachel. The Joseph Henry Memorial Recognition is awarded this year to 2 seniors that have valued their education and appreciate the support that Galway Central School District has given them. This year's awards go to Alexander Kniezek and Michelle McCrae. Congratulations, ladies. The Joseph Henry Honorary Award is presented to two seniors who have shown independence in achieving their educational goals. This year, the award is given to Rachel Ball and Carson Scribner. Congratulations. The Galway PTSA Joseph Henry Award is presented to the senior who has displayed the spirit of the scientific method. This year's recipient, Kaylee Bagden. Congratulations, Kaylee. The PTSA Attendance Award goes to the senior who has had the best attendance record during their 13 years of school. This year's recipient, Leah Wilbrand. Congratulations, Leah. The Mildred S. Kalinkowitz Award is given to a senior student athlete who performs in an exemplary manner while representing Galway Central School on the field or court. This student, in the school's opinion, should have provided a real sense of motivation and spirit to all other student athletes. This year's recipient, Madison Dupree. Congratulations. The Student Senate Leadership Award is presented to the student that demonstrates school spirit and has taken the responsibility of leadership to promote a better student program. This year's recipient, Kaylee Bagden. Congratulations, Kaylee. The Galway PTSA SAD Chapter Award is presented to the senior who has contributed to the concept that SAD stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions. This year's recipient, Haley McElhenney. Congratulations, Haley. The Rosalie B. Eaton Memorial Award is presented to a deserving senior pursuing a college degree in the field of art, music, or drama. This year we have two recipients, Vanessa Colangelo and Haley Raylinsky. Congratulations, ladies. The PTSA Business Service Award is presented to the student who has taken a full range of business courses and who intends to further his or her knowledge of the business world by attending college in the fall. This year's recipient, Holden Decker. Congratulations, Holden. The PTSA Greg Rockwood Memorial Award is given in memory of Coach Greg Rockwood to a student who, like Mr. Rockwood, exemplified true interest in the spirit of technology, one who is always eager to learn, to create, and to build, and still has energy left to devote to family, school, and community activities. This year's recipient, Gabrielle Sheeran. Congratulations, Gabby. The PTSA Charles H. Field Award is presented to the senior nominated by the Valedictorian and Salutatorian of the class for having made outstanding progress during his or her school year. This year's recipient, Damian Novak. Congratulations, Damian. The Galway Administrators Association Award is presented to a graduating senior who has demonstrated exemplary leadership and service to our school and our community. This year's recipient, Ruth Reichert. Congratulations, Ruth. The 2020 Graduation Incentive Award is given to a student who has worked so diligently, sometimes fails, but never gives up. This year's recipient, Sierra Morris. Congratulations. The Richard Buffard Memorial Award is presented to the senior who accepts classmates for their good qualities, lends a hand of friendship, and is supportive when someone is troubled, and treats his or her fellow human being with respect. This award is voted on by the entire senior class. This year's recipient, Rachel Wanook. Congratulations, Rachel. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2020, Ruth Reichert, for her farewell remarks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth Reichert, president of the class of 2020 and Galway's chapter of National Honor Society. It has been such an honor to be the president of this class, and I now leave the school with so many amazing memories and friends of those it includes. I encourage all of the graduates here tonight to think back to your first day of high school, whether it was at Galway or not, and then look at yourselves now. Consider how much you've grown within those 4 years, the connections you've made, the lessons you've learned. If you asked me as a freshman, as I walked into my first class office meeting, how I would picture my senior year, I would have probably said anything but this, and I think the rest of my class would agree with me. And while our circumstance downright sucks, it's just another lesson that we're learning, and because of it, I think our class is going to leave stronger than ever. To the graduates, also take the time to reflect on who has helped you through the years. I definitely know that I couldn't have gotten through high school without those that backed me up. Whether these supporters are your parents, teachers, friends, or someone else, take the time to thank them. Thank the people that drove you to every sports practice, pushed you through every homework assignment, and who sit here tonight at a drive-in movie theater excited to see this great accomplishment. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Thank you, Ruth. It is now my honor to present the Galway Central School District Board of Education for some encouraging remarks for the class of 2020.
Class of 2020, congratulations, you made it. Very, 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 very big clap for you. We know that we can expect wonderful things from you because you've gone through these interesting times and you've shown great resilience and strength. So congratulations.
Congratulate all the senior class. It's been a very trying year for all of you. I know when you started in the fall, you did not expect everything that would happen to you. And I would just like to say again, congratulations. And one thing, I hope that some of you return to the community and raise your children here because we think it's a great community and we appreciate you attending school here. Thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I am a member of the class of 1960. It's hard to believe that much time has gone by with many changes. At that time, we graduated in what is now the cafeteria or dining room, and then we graduated to this lovely auditorium. I wish that you had had the opportunity to gather here this year, but I know that you will take the ball and run with it, and that you will have an interesting and a memorable and a unique experience this year, thanks to our school. Many, many congratulations to each of you and best wishes for the future. The future looks bright. It will be an exciting experience for you. I'm glad to have had a part.
Congratulations, Galway, class of 2020, from a Galway graduate from the class of 1993. You're graduating in a time like no other, entering the real world when everyone else is experiencing a new world too. So this is uncharted territory for us all, and I'm proud to have you guys leading the way. We know that we'll always be here for you. This is always home base. Galway always has your back. So congratulations. Remember, you can do anything. The sky is the limit. So spread your wings and fly. Go Eagles.
Way to go, class of 2020. You finally made it. Not what you had anticipated, not the way you hoped to get here, but it's here. Few things in life seldom go the way we plan, so I guess it's a good learning experience. Congratulations to you and your families for all your hard work and all your accomplishments. I wish you nothing but the best for the future and good luck in all that you do. You are our future, and I have the most confidence that we're in good hands. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Galway seniors. I wish for you all continued success in all of your endeavors, and don't forget to come back to home base and visit often. Thank you.
The two most important days in your life are going to be the day you are born and the day you find out why you were born. And this is by Mark Twain, and I'm a fan of Mark Twain, so I hope you can live by this, because I want you to remember your experiences, good and bad, that have shaped you to who you are today. Your purpose is forming as you grow. You're not there yet, you will be. Give it a chance, you deserve it. I will certainly remember your last year leading up to this day. If diversity builds character, then all of you have character to spare. So I would just like to say congratulations, I'm going to miss you, and as I sit here, I remember back in 1972 when I graduated from here. So I'm going to miss you all. So please take care and be safe.
Thank you to our Board of Education members. I would now like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Brita Donovan, for the presentation of the graduates of the class of 2020.
One day you were there, and the next day you were not. Standing in the empty hallway on March 16th, I wondered if I had been there the previous Thursday to say good morning to you. Who did I see? What did I say? I have always believed that there is nothing more important than engaging with students every day. No email, no phone call, no meeting, no report. But on March 16th, the reasons became strikingly clear. My hope for you is that you also understand that no chat, meet, email, hangout, or text takes the place of a conversation, sharing a meal, or just relaxing with your family or friends. Say good morning to as many people as you can every day. What I have learned during this pandemic about you is that you're ready to fly. You have displayed an amazing amount of flexibility, intrinsic motivation, and compassion. You made and continue to make incredible sacrifices, including your own graduation ceremony, to keep others safe. Simply, you thought of others before yourself, and I could not be prouder of your maturity and grace. You are worthy of high honors, far exceeding the diploma that you will receive today. For these reasons and successful completion of your program, I am very proud to now confer the degree to the class of 2020. Members of the Board of Education, family, and friends, I present you the graduating class of 2020. Will the graduates please step out of your car and stand? By the power vested in me as Superintendent of Schools, I hereby certify that the students listed on the official program have met all the requirements and should be declared graduates of the Galway Junior-Senior High School class of 2020. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Donovan. And now, one more time, let's hear it for the class of 2020. Let's honk those horns. Let's flash those lights. Come on, I know you can do it. Thank you. Although we were not able to physically come together tonight in our auditorium, by working together in creative ways, we became stronger and more united to make sure that our graduates had one final Galway memory. We may have lost many of our beloved events, but the community and friendship that we make through those events can be seen here tonight. So let us remember the good, the bad, and the challenges of the 2019-2020 school year, forever realizing that we will always be together as we celebrate Galway and this wonderful class of 2020. So for the last time, graduates, when a storm is coming, all other birds seek shelter. The eagle alone avoids the storm by flying above it. So in the storm of life, May your heart soar like a golden eagle. Congratulations.
A few times in our nation's history, the youth of our nation has been asked to sacrifice for the good of others. In 2020, you seniors have sacrificed many of your important life milestones for the good of others. The only consolation that can be offered is that you are in good company with the few generations in U.S. history which have also sacrificed for others. Even though some of the previous generations paid dearly by giving their lives, their liberty, or their bodies for our nation, the price you are paying is still important and still significant to others. Mr. Mao. Dear seniors, the world is full of unexpected twists and turns, and we never know what's around the next corner. And boy, were you thrown a twist this year. My message to all of you is never doubt your inner strength to get through anything in life. Life is unpredictable. Life is full of joy and sadness, but you will get through all the highs and lows that come your way. Twists and turns will show you your true character and make you dig deep to come out the other side okay. And remember, we are not perfect human beings, and we will not always feel successful. It's okay to not succeed all the time, but you just never give up. Believe in what's inside you to guide you, and you will be just fine, I promise. Most sincerely, Senora Peters. Dear seniors, some of you I've watched grow since the 6th grade. Thinking back on that, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. Over the past 7 years, all of you have matured into wonderful young adults. Now it's time to spread your wings and soar like an eagle to the next stage in your life. You may be going on to another school of some sort, the military, or even into the workforce. You are setting your course now for your own future. Remember the lessons that you've been taught. Show respect and be kind to one another. Be the best human you can be. Congratulations, graduates, and best wishes, Mrs. Brewster.
Hola! Happy graduation! Most of you I haven't seen since you were in 8th grade. Some of you I got to see last year, but most of you I have not seen since 8th grade. And now you're graduating. Wow! I know this is not the senior year that you were expecting, and I'm so sorry for that, but you are going to experience so many amazing things in your life, I promise. So enjoy, and once again, congratulations.
Hi guys, it's Miss Chris, Dark Blue Bus. I'm not used to doing selfies or videotaping myself, but I figured this was a very important opportunity to wish all the seniors in Galway congratulations. I hope the best for all of you. And I just wanted to shout out to the kids on my school bus, Josh Jankowski. I've had Josh since he was in kindergarten. He's always on time for the bus, extremely polite, very quiet, and a great athlete. Also, Rachel Winook. I think of her as calm, cool, and collected, always very friendly and smart, and extremely polite. Haley McKelney always said good morning to me every single morning, always late for the bus. She loves to drink water, would carry 3 to 4 bottles with her, and always left things on the bus. I get a laugh because she would come out the door fixing her hair, doing her hair. She'd get on the bus and still be braiding her hair. Also a shout out to Colby Keft. Always had a smile ear to ear, always happy. Loved to get the kids on my bus riled up, and is very good with little kids. Always smiling. So thank you, Colby, for keeping me on my toes. And then finally, Roman Huff. Roman came in 11th grade. I found he loves to sing and dance. He loves his music. He has a big smile, very friendly. I always enjoyed the conversations that we had, and is very funny. Unfortunately, I didn't get to drive your bus as long as I would have liked. But I know all of the seniors are going to move on to bigger and better things. I just pray that you enjoy the journey as much as the dream, and God bless.
Tan Boss, happy graduation to my seniors, and wish you all stay safe.
Happy graduation to seniors on Black Bus. We really miss you guys. You don't know how much we miss you. Stay safe, and we hope you just have the best adventures after your graduation. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Mr. Gray, light blue, bus driver. Wishing you guys a very successful future and a year we're going to all remember. Everybody be safe. Thank you.
This year's track team would have been led by 17 seniors. In track, we don't have captains. Our seniors are considered the leaders of our team. We have always said our team will be as good as our senior leadership. Because track has so many diverse events and only 2 varsity coaches, we rely heavily on our seniors to lead and teach the underclassmen. Many of our seniors were chasing Galway track records and would undoubtedly have broken those. This year's team was in contention for both WAC League and a sectional title. It is not just talk when we say how much potential this team had. Many of these seniors have been involved in track from junior high or freshman year. Many of these seniors already accomplished many things as underclassmen, such as gone undefeated in their events in the league and sectionals, participated in the New York State meet, won an individual league or a sectional title in their event, placed high as a team at a big invitational with schools 10 times their size, and radically improved their individual results during the course of a season. It is unfortunate that this year's team didn't get the opportunity to show how talented it truly was. As coaches, we feel an even greater loss may have been the opportunity missed in having these seniors teach the underclassmen the individual events and how to win as a team. Coach L and Coach Mal.
Hi, seniors. I'm Mrs. Colbert, and this is my dog Cooper. You may remember me as your second grade teacher. I just want to let you know that all of us teachers are grateful for having gotten to know you, and we thank you for the memories. I know this is not how you imagine your senior year to end, but remember there are so many things to look forward to, like college and parties and birthdays and weddings and vacation trips. And when you get to be about 100 years old like me, you'll be able to tell stories about all of this. So just remember, family and friends are what's most important, and all of your teachers are so proud of you, and we are so excited to see what you're going to become. Please make sure you choose the correct path, because your choices reflect who you are and can affect everyone who cares about you. So, on behalf of Cooper and myself, we would like to tell you to go out and change the world for the better, right, Cooper? Shoot for the moon, and you'll always land among the stars. Ready? Congratulations. Good luck in all your endeavors, whether it's college or the military or a job or whatever you choose to do. Please choose to be happy.
Hi, class of 2020. I just wanted to wish you all congratulations on your graduation. And I wanted to tell you how very proud we are of all your great accomplishments. For some of you, I know you just from passing you in the hallway or perhaps robotics or Project Lead the Way. But for some of you, we started this journey a long, long time ago in first grade. So Aiden, Hannah, Brandon, Garrett, Jake, Pete, Michaela, and Kaylee, I just want to say how wonderful it's been to watch you grow and to see what wonderful young adults you've become. As you start your new adventure, I just wanted to impart some words of wisdom from one of my favorite authors. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. So I just want to wish the entire class of 2020 all the best, and I'm so excited for all that you're going to be doing in the future.
To all my kids, it is hard for me to believe that you are seniors. Some of you have known forever, others only a little while, but you have all become my kids, not just students. I believe that we at Galway are truly a family. This has been a very strange time for all of us, and I know some of you feel cheated by not having your senior year and special events. Just remember, no matter what, you have completed 12 years of school, and this is the start of your future, one of which I hope you will be everything you wish for. And no matter what, nothing can take away the hard work that you have done to get to this point. And always make sure you are true to yourself and let nothing ever stand in the way of making your dreams come true. Love, Mrs. Butterfield.
We are all so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. May this graduation unlock so many doors for all of you. I can't wait to see where your futures will lead you. And now, go have fun.
Hi, seniors. Winston Churchill once said that history will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. You, class of 2020, are already making history by graduating during this unusual time. I know that you will all go on to do great things, and that the history that each one of you writes will lead you to a life of success and happiness. We are all so very proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2020. You did it!
Dear seniors, it has been my honor to be your class advisor for the last 4 years. I'm incredibly proud of the young men and women you have grown up to be. I hope you take every opportunity that is thrown your way. Please come visit us because we are going to miss you so much. Love, Miss Leo.
To the senior class, I wish you all success in your future endeavors. Never settle for less than your best. Reach for the stars and make your dreams come true. Congratulations, Mrs. Chenoweth.
Hi, class of 2020. It has been a long time since 8th grade math, but even then I knew you were a special group. I have enjoyed seeing your smiling faces pass my door the last few years. As you move on to do wonderful and amazing things, we will miss you, but look forward to future visits and to hearing of all of your accomplishments. Best wishes from Mrs. Aiken.
Well, seniors, you have quite a story to tell. Your regular routines got flipped upside down, yet you re-engineered your process to push through. You still attended online classes, completed your work, and kept your heads up. You maintained your commitment to your studies with integrity. Take this strength with you as you continue on in life. Whether at college, military service, or in the workforce, the ability to adapt when life throws something at you will take you further than you can imagine. Allow yourself to make mistakes, laugh at them, listen to Bob Ross, but most importantly, wear sunscreen. Seriously, wear sunscreen. Sincerely, Mrs. Mearswa.
Hey seniors, congratulations, you did it. As challenging as this senior year was, you made it through. Thanks for the memories in physical education and athletics. Take the concepts of cooperation and teamwork and the importance of staying in shape with you wherever the next phase takes you. To our senior baseball players who had such great attitudes and high hopes for an awesome season, take comfort in that your last game was one of the best ever, scoring 20 runs with 23 hits and allowing 0 runs. Not too many senior athletes go out on a win in their final game. We'll miss you, and best of luck to all you seniors. Take care.
Hi guys, it's Coach Cannell here. I'm just saying congratulations, and I can't believe you are all seniors graduating high school right now. It's amazing how time flies. My favorite memories when you guys were little kids in elementary school with Coach K and myself, and especially Camp Chinjacook. In fact, I'm wearing the shirt that the staff wore in 2013, I think it was. Anyway, I wish you all good luck, and I can't wait to see what you do with your future. Take care, stay strong, and I love you. Bye.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I wish you all the best and look forward to you coming back to visit me next year. I will save some chocolate for you. Good luck. I will really miss you. Mrs. O.
Congratulations, Galway 2020 senior class. I wish you much continued success in the future, and I want you to know how proud I am of all of you.
Hi seniors, Mrs. Hutchinson here. Many of you were part of my first and second grade multi-age class, but you were all part of a big loving school family. You were also part of a very unique graduating class. You are the class that has had to deal with being brave, creative, and dealing and coping with disappointment. You are the class that has had to cope with change. These experiences will make you stronger. I just want you to know how proud I am, very proud of you, and I can't wait to hear how you go out and make a mark on the world. Each one of you has it in you to make a change and make this world a better place. So, stay in touch. We will be watching. Love you, class of 2020.
Hi, it's Mrs. de Blasi. I wanted to take this opportunity to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you. So often people think back on their graduation and they think about their 4 years of high school. With your particular class, I am lucky enough to think all the way back down to kindergarten and first grade. This class was the first time I had the opportunity to teach kindergarten, and not only was I terrified, but it was amazing. And I was so lucky to be able to loop from kindergarten to first grade and have my squirrel class for 2 years in a row. We learned how to write our names, how to read, how to write the alphabet, count numbers, all while going around our required daily nap time in kindergarten. Of course, no trip down memory lane would be complete without a few photos. And the first one I have here is a photograph of my kindergarten class getting ready for our school-wide Halloween parade. And having my class for 2 years, I have 2 photos from Halloween. So here we are in first grade. With our learning, we had so many opportunities to go on field trips and to have moms and dads come in and help us out. We had parents for field trips. We had parents for our learning about careers, our reading centers, and our classroom parties. One of the ways we took our learning on the road was to learn about mapping and see if we could make it through the corn maze at Elms Farms. And what year in first grade wouldn't be complete with learning about animals and going to Animal Land? I have so many fond memories of first grade and kindergarten. And as teachers, I hope you know how proud we all are of you from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. We are so lucky that we work in Galway and get to have the opportunity to watch you grow and to see your academic and sports and club accomplishments. And I want to take this opportunity to say congratulations to my squirrels from my original squirrel class: Anna, Walter, Alex, Michaela, Haley, Kimberly, Skylar, Ayla, Kenny, and Joshua. I wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you and of all of the class of 2020.
Well, I got up this morning, saw the senior list of all the seniors I'm gonna miss. I got the blues. Whoa, the Galway blues. I got the Galway graduation blues from my head to my shoes. There's Michaela and Adam, Rachel and Kaylee, and so many others that filled my heart with glee. I got the blues. Whoa, the Galway blues. I got the Galway graduation blues from my head to my shoes. Hey everybody, I just wanted to say I was really blessed and fortunate to get to know you over the 4 years I've been a cleaner at Galway. Your bright smiles lit up the hallways and brightened my work day, and I'm going to miss you dearly. I wish you all the best, all the very best on everything you do, anywhere you go. And if you ever see me out and about at a store or anything, please stop and say hi. Let me know what you're up to, how things are going for you. I'd really love to hear it, okay? Big virtual hug. Take care, everybody.
No matter the struggles you were facing in your own life, you always made time to ask my friends how they were, ask about my classes, and my cap's gonna fall off.
Okay. What else did I spell wrong? I spelled other things wrong too. Oh, I spelled affidavit wrong. Canasta. With a K, because I'm an idiot. So mad.
Hello, my name is Kaylee Bagden, and I welcome you to the first and hopefully last
And then this girl beat me. No, wait, no, the other time when I spelled, I think it was like when I spelled affidavit. So it was something else. And this girl won who couldn't spell veterinarian. And I knew how to spell veterinarian. And I got like 3rd place. And I was so mad because I was like, I can spell veterinarian. Pick me, but I'm out.
I lost it.
Okay, mic check. Michael Miller, where you at?
I had no idea where we were.
Oh, really mad. Okay.
It is now my honor.
Whoa.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
To my father, thank you for never letting me win the races when I was a child.
It's okay. I won twice, just so you know. It's in my Instagram bio.
Are you serious?
Goes to the senior exhibiting. Hey, I've been doing good.
Like unprecedented. Okay. Oh my God.
Congratulations, Lazy. All right, now we're getting a little punchy.
Hello, my name's America. Will you join me for the Pledge of Walter?
Not gonna be good.
No, we got like our elementary work and art back in a portfolio. So it was like random assignments. And it was something I wrote in like 2nd grade. And I was like, I'm really good at playing soccer and playing the piano. And like, I never played the piano before. Like, I took lessons for 1 year, but that was in like 7th grade. So I don't really know why I wrote that.
Ironically, this unprecedented.
I pledge allegiance to the Walter.
Again, great.
The Galway Administration Association. I really should pronounce the group that I'm involved in correctly. That might be a help.
On what? Unprecedented. Okay. Ironically.
What's it called when someone in the United States owns all of the cows?
I don't know.
A monopoly.
Oh my God.
This unprecedented time reminds me.
And that's what my that's what my 12th grade education has given me.
Everything's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Are you a pirate now?
Yeah, what do I... Okay, hold on. I got this.
Did you get that?
Just use an
Yeah.
exaggerated pronunciation, so unprecedented.
Okay. Ironically, this unprecedented time reminds me... Wrong. Bad. Oof.